Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Ed Logan, and today I'm going to give you some fruit that you can eat and apply it to your life. Stay tuned. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about it's your day for change. And how can I tell you that it's your day for change? Because I had my day for change. So today, at this point, it is your day for change. I want to encourage you today. And I feel like that's kind of my purpose, is to do some encouraging for those of us who are weak in our flesh when it comes to food. And I feel like we have to have people that are supporting us when we go through this. If you are addicted to food and you know that you are, hey, it's awesome because you know that you are addicted to it. You first have to understand that, okay? So it's your day for change. You have every day ahead of you. Every day from this point on, right now, you're watching this video, you have every day ahead of you from this point to make that change. And you know what the important thing about this is that nobody can stop you. The only thing that can stop you is the Most High taking you home. That's it. But other than that, nobody can stop you but you. You're the one who can stop you. So get it in your mind today. Say, I'm going to be unstoppable in my thinking. I'm going to give you some pointers that I want you to look at. Okay? First, you got to visualize it. You have to visualize yourself in the future. You've got to see yourself. If your goal is to lose weight, you've got to visualize and see yourself slim. You've got to see yourself the way that you want to be in order to reach that point. And for some of us, we have to work a little harder, and that's okay. It's okay to work harder to get there. But first, you have to see yourself. Even with what you eat, you have to see yourself and say, wow, I'm going to be eating fruit. I'm going to be eating salads. I'm going to be eating vegan, or whatever your choice is. You have to see yourself doing that. All right. Which leads me to my next point. You have to study it. You have to ask yourself, how did you get to where you are? If you're overweight, if you have a food addiction, you have to ask yourself, how did I get here? And then you have to begin to make the preparations to change it. You've got to study it. And then from there, you want to start studying the ways in which you think you want to begin to eat. And what do I mean by that? Let me clarify that for you. So for myself, when I started studying it out, I decided looked at fruit, being a fruitarian. I looked at being a vegan, and I also looked at going raw. And for me, because of my study, and I did it for about a month, I decided that I wanted to be a fruitarian. Now, being a fruitarian does not mean that you can't eat produce. You can't eat a salad and things like that. It does. I mean, it does mean you're going to be eating majority fruit. But that's what I chose to do. You may do something different, but you've got to study it out and you've got to try it. I tried it for about 2 weeks before I made my decision, and then I stopped for 2 weeks. But in those 2 weeks, I saw the health benefits that took place. And then after those 2 weeks and I went back to regular eating, I saw those things come back. The health issues that I had come back. Okay, so you've got to study it. You've got to decide and study what is going to work best for your lifestyle. All right, like I chose fruitarianism. Yours may be something else. Okay, then you have to find your course of action. How are you going to do all this? Okay. Where are you going to begin to buy your food? When are you going to buy your food? What kind of food are you going to buy? And you also have to have a course of action if you're like me and have a family. See, when you're at home with your family and they're eating what we normally ate, they're eating that. But you're changing. You're going to have a struggle inside of your mind. You're going to have a struggle inside of your heart because you're going to see those foods that you're going to be so tempted by them. So you got to find yourself a course of action. So what do? Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so for me, what I had to do was, so I do 90% fruit, and I also do maybe 7% salad. You know, I eat raw salad. But I've got 3% that I actually eat cooked food. Like I'll take mushrooms. That's the only thing that I'll cook, or I'll put into an air fryer. So I'll take mushrooms and I'll cover them with flaxseed meal, and I'll stick them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes till they start to get a little soft. And that's the way that I eat cooked food. If I'm going to have cooked food, that's all that I'm giving myself. I don't eat any other cooked food. I don't eat meat or anything else like that. But let me tell you what that does for me. That gives me a way out. When I'm eating with my family and I see what they're eating, which is what I used to eat, now when I have that cooked food, I feel a part of them when they're eating, because I'm dealing with some cravings. This is how I have to do it, because any other way, I don't know if I could have done it. I could have went this long. I'm in my 54th day of being a fruitarian. 3%, I say 3% of it for the mushrooms that I fix on the weekend with my family when we have a big meal. And then I'll have a salad. Okay, so 7% salad. So, but that's how I had to act on what I was doing. Okay, so you have to find your course of action, how you're going to deal with it and act on it. So I acted on it, and guess what? I'm in day 54. So I know now that I can eat something cooked, and I've limited what that is to one thing. Okay, so it's allowed me to not feel like the door has been totally closed. And I'm losing, I've lost weight. I've lost about 40 pounds, probably more than I haven't even weighed myself in about 2 weeks. Okay, it's just how exciting it is. You have the ability to change. It's your day for change. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Okay. All right. So my wife tells me all the time, honey, not everybody can do it, can do what you do. And what I did was I did quit cold turkey. For you, that may not be the case. For you, you may need to say, oh, one day I'm going to eat salad and fruit. And the next day you may need to eat what you normally eat. And then the next day. So you may need to slowly bring yourself in. What I did was I went cold turkey. I had headaches. I was aching. I mean, it was something. It was terrible. My blood pressure shot up when I went through it. So not everybody can do that. I knew what to expect because I had done it 2 weeks prior, and I knew what to expect. So for you, if that sounds tough for you, hey, work your way, glide yourself into it. All right. So that really may be something that you could do. Okay. Plan ahead on what you're going to eat. If you do not plan, I'm going to tell you, you are planning to fail. So make sure you develop you a plan and know what you're going to eat. Know what you're going to eat for breakfast. Know what you're going to eat for lunch. Know what you're going to eat for dinner. Hey, maybe you're going to plan to fast and not eat breakfast. And maybe you're going to eat lunch and dinner. You know, there's different ways to go about it. But most of all, you really want to plan on what you're going to eat. And next, plan for temptation. Look, it's going to come. It's going to happen. Temptation is going to take effect. So if you know so for instance, for me, I like sweets. I love donuts. and things like that. Hey, I was a former police officer. I ate donuts for free. So I love donuts. You're going to have to find something. If whatever it is that your vice is, you're going to have to find something to put in its place. So when I want something sweet, I eat something like dates. I eat watermelon. I eat things that are good for me when those cravings come. And after those cravings actually subside, after I do that. So very important for when temptation comes, that you have something with you that can offset that. Maybe you need to keep some dates in a container in your purse or something like that. So when a sweet tooth comes, you can shove a date in your mouth and just sit there and gnaw on it for a minute. Those kind of things help you. So you're going to have to plan for those temptations. So it's about setting yourself up to win. You really have to set yourself up to win. When you do that planning and those things, and you're going through those steps and setting yourself up to win, you'll find you'll be able to stick with it. Listen, 54 days as of this day that I'm doing this video, I have stuck with it. My clothes are baggy now. My belt, I've got extra holes in it now. My clothes are baggy on me. Listen, you can do it. And I'm going to tell you why you can do it. You can do it because I'm doing it. That's why you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So let this be some encouragement for you today. Hey, if you found this beneficial for you, hey, please subscribe. Also, give a thumbs up and add a comment. Let us know what you're planning on doing. How are you planning on going the fruitarian route? Are you planning on just going the vegan route? Or are you planning on going raw? Just let me know what you plan on doing and let me know how you're doing. That's really would be great. Hey, I appreciate you all for listening. You don't have to listen to me, but I thank you for tuning in and listening to what I have to say and giving you some encouragement. And that's my main thing I want to do, is I want to inspire you to eat right. I want to inspire you to be healthy. And I definitely want to inspire you to be around for your family. All right. Hey, you all take care, and I will see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.